Today guys, we're going to be needing this to see if we have solved the leaks on the R53 Mini Cooper S project. Now if you're new here, this is my project R53 Mini Cooper S, and when we bought it, it was not in the best state. Now I bought this car for £1,000 and it had stood for 9 years. Yes, you heard me right, 9 years. But since owning it, we've changed the wheels, we have done a lot in the engine bay, so please go and watch the series so far if you haven't to see what we've done, because it's had a pretty big transformation. And then we've also had some other issues with the car. Now, one of the main issues that we had was that the car was absolutely soaked on the passenger side, and what we found out in the last video was that after we dried out the passenger side, we were still getting a fusty smell. We lifted up the driver's side and it was completely soaked through. So obviously, as you can see, we actually pulled that old carpet out. Why are you so noisy? The birds around here are so noisy, and I've tried to change every setting on this mic to get rid of them. They are so noisy, it's insane. Anyway, so as you can see, we pulled this out, and I'm not gonna lie, if you've seen the last video, we can't clean that carpet. If we then cleaned it, dried it out and put it back in, it would not be doing this car justice. And I can get decent carpet secondhand that is going to be mold free for like 50 quid. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to buy one and put one in this car, like I say, to do it some better justice with the work we've put into this. Now there's a few other things we've been doing to try and make sure this thing is leak proof. So Gary came from Thor Motorworks in a previous video and helped us to fit proper mini glass, because this was Pilkington. We have also then changed this rubber seal here to a better aftermarket one, and was off a proper mini but second-hand one, and making sure that these holes here and here are clear because they will drain water out. I've also then changed this trim piece here, trying to get my shadow out of the way for you guys. This A-pillar trim here, this whole A-pillar and the foam gasket behind it, and then a friend of mine came and actually sealed the edge of the glass here. And then also, if you saw the last video, you'll know we had some issues in the door card here, but I've already put the door card up, so I will go over and show you on the other door what was the problem. So we obviously found there was glass in that other door card, and the problem with that glass is that it was stuck in this channel just here. And essentially, you're always going to get a little bit of water go in these gaps, and then essentially it should drop down into here and go into this channel, and then it should run all the way down to this little hole, this drain hole right here. So the problem that I had was, because that glass would have obviously been sat in that drainage section in here, it was blocking the water coming down and then out obviously through that hole. And I suspect that the problem there was then obviously the water wasn't able to get out, it was sitting in there, and also it was potentially building up and then actually working its way through the car. And actually I think some of it was coming out of the old speaker, because the old speaker I took out, literally all of this was just disintegrated and gone from, I think, where it had just been worn away, and water had been coming into obviously the other side of the footwell. Now we've also got to remember this car sat for 9 years, so with a little bit of water in there and then obviously no airflow, that's a lot of kind of condensation and build up that you're going to get just generally with a car. And with water kind of coming in, engrossing itself into the footwell, I think that then obviously contributed to condensation building up, and there was the reason we had the mould on the underside of the headliner. So hopefully that's going to have helped you guys with solving some of the leaks you might be having in your car if you've got a Mini. But what we're going to do today is we're going to close this door, we're going to get the door card onto that one and then shut that as well, and then with the hose we are going to spray that over the car, and we are going to see if we have any leaks. And if we don't have any leaks, I will be a very happy chappy. Okay, so we have got our little hose helper. You right there, Cass? So he's going to help us. We're going to set the camera up, and then we're basically just going to absolutely coat the car in water, and then we're going to check to see if there's any water comes in the car. But we're going to give it a bit of time after we've sprayed it, just to let the water work its way in. Fingers crossed we have no more leaks. Right, here you go, hold it. Right, spray it over the car, hold it up. Spray it over that way. Oh yeah. Is that fun? Yeah. Spray it over the windows. Good boy. Right, we need to go around the other side. Keep going. Up. No, not the wheels. Spray the windows. Spray the windows. So guys, the moment of truth, have we had any issues? Great bit of help from Cass as well. And I tried to kind of replicate rainfall with the way that I was spraying it rather than just blasting it, because it is a bit more natural. But anyway, let's open the door and see if we've got any issues coming in. The main bits I'm worried about are in here, which look dry. That's my thumb being wet, so that's not going to help. Dry, dry. It's leaking, or should I say it is coming out of the drain hole properly, which is great. So that side looks good, and we were having water come in here. Let's go check out the other side. Now this side actually didn't have an issue, I don't think, last time, but let's have a look. Have we got anything going on? Can't see anything in here in this footwell. It seems dry. Water's coming out the drain hole, which is good. We've obviously got little bits coming down here, but like I say, that should filter down and just come through. Have we got anything in here? Moving tools. I can't see anything, which means I think we've fixed the leaks. Yes! This was the one thing that was making me want to get rid of this car, and I think we've solved it. I am so hyped right now. This is insane. Like, this might seem an overreaction, but I could not deal with that fusty smell, and there's been so much mold in this car. To find out the carpet itself was so bad, and to find out that I think we've fixed the leaks is absolutely insane, because I've had so many hours of searching why I've got leaks, this, that and the other, you know, changing bits and bobs where we are and thinking we're still going to have leaks. But I think we've finally done it, which is absolutely amazing. Now, it might seem like a little overreaction, but I am so chuffed we've finally fixed the leaks on the Mini, because I have had nights when I struggled to get to sleep thinking, why can't I find the leaks on this car? And I actually have changed this A-pillar trim twice, this little bit here twice, which is also part of it and is quite prone to breaking, and also this bit. I've changed all three of them twice over, and I thought honestly everything was coming from there when it was all coming from issues in this door. Now, whether it was just one of the things that we changed on the door or all of them, I don't know. But like I say, we changed the glass. We changed this for a different belt line that is obviously more soft to create a decent seal. And then obviously we removed all the glass out of that door card so that that drainage hole can actually get water out of the car. Plus we changed this as well. Yes, we have changed this. We got my mate Brandon to seal this. We've changed this. We've changed this. We've done a lot on this side. But I think it could be one factor, or maybe multiple ones of those, that was causing water to get into here and then causing condensation to build up in the footwell, which obviously caused condensation on the window, obviously the issues we had with the mould up here, and potentially the water over that side. But you know, there were other issues. We had issues with that glass as well, so Gary helped us to adjust that as well, because there was a gap. So there's a lot of things I think with this car, plus the fact it just stood for 9 years. I don't think any of those things helped the situation of how this car was when I took it on. So if you saw the last video as well, you'll know that I was feeling a little bit disheartened with the car because we had a few issues. One being the leaks, which is now sorted, which is amazing. But also we have the blowing exhaust, which we still need to sort. But I think it's due to the flanges on both sections, which need to come together. I just think they're not even, so they need to be sanded down so that when we're pushing them together with the gasket, that will create a decent seal. But that is something we are going to be getting sorted. So yeah, that's something for another day. £1,000 I paid for this car, and it's got 75,000 miles on it, but the amount of mould inside it and the issues with the engine we had and all the other stuff that I've done to it, most people I don't think would have wanted to have taken it on. Some people would have literally took it to the scrapyard with the amount of mould, but I thought I'm going to just do something I've never done before. I'm going to throw myself in at the deep end, and I'm just going to have a go. And we're finally getting this car back to where it should be, which is on the road. And I can't take all the credit. you know what, I've had a lot of people help me. And again, massive shout out to Gary at Thor Motorworks, and a massive shout out to Ben at BH Car Parts. He's been amazing as well with helping me get parts and also giving me some advice, but there's been loads of other people as well. But like I say, I put in a lot of manpower, and this thing is finally looking like it's going to be back on the road very, very soon. Now, it does seem mad to think that this thing potentially could have been a biohazard, and I wouldn't go as saying it was that bad, but you know, what do I know? But bought it for £1,000, have done a lot to the engine to get it back even just into a good position. We've pulled out the interior, we're going to be replacing some bits, and we're going to be getting this thing back on the road. But what I need to know from you guys now is, what do you want to see? Do you want to see this thing just buttoned up, maybe one and done on a track day and then get rid of it? Or do I keep it for the channel, and do we keep building on it? Because the amount of blood, sweat and not tears but effort we've put into this car, is it worth getting rid of, or should we now keep it as part of the fleet and build on it? Is that what you want to see? So please let me know. But either way guys, a very, very successful video, and as always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. The next goal is 2,000 subs for this channel, and I really, really want to get there, and I can only do it with your help. You know what, I love doing this, I love making this content. So like I say, like, comment, share, subscribe, let me know what you want me to do with the car. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and hopefully it's helped some of you who might be struggling with leaks in their Mini. We'll see you in the next one very, very soon. Peace out.